One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So TCU's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus...
Oh, he's got some space. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
And the Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, TCU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching them in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Jayhawks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the bootleg. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Finds his big tight end. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's McAllister. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He'll take a shot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This one's complete. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Gives him the big stiff arm. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick spin on the ride. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Jayhawks in the hurry-up. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Daniels. Caught over the middle, it's Pickett. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get it down at the 35. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Pickett. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Flips it out in the flat.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to South Carolina.
Looking to throw on first down.
Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Grab near the sticks, it's Payne. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down, looking for more. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now from inside the red zone. Rushes on him.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
That's caught. It's Barnes. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. On the run from inside his own 5. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row is not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positives, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance